Hello and welcome to a time trial I attempted at Spa in the Mercedes GT3 of the endurance category. Now the time is a 2:05.4, but you can still go faster with proper dedication since I did this time trial late at night. Not to mention I've recorded my keyboard inputs for you to see as well, so hopefully it clears things up a little more and helps you to understand the brake and acceleration and steering inputs. So let's get right into it. So I'm not going to spend ages on the tuning, just a quick rundown. So for the brake bias, it's personal preference really. I like more front as I'm on keyboard and it allows me to turn in easier, especially thanks to ABS. Plus the car is more stable on the braking since I don't have full control over steering. Now for the differential, I went mostly locked to get the car straighter out the corners and hairpins and get as much speed as possible without trying to straighten the car myself. But of course you can go less if you prefer. Now for the downforce, it's a no-brainer. I put -100. You need as much speed as possible on the straights, especially as we're in the GT3 cars. Now for the gearing, each car is different, but for these cars the stock gears are perfectly fine. I went a bit +10 for the Merc just because it felt right for some corners. Now for the suspension, more stiff makes the car a lot more responsive to inputs, especially on smooth top speed circuits like Spa, so stiffer is usually the way to go. So coming in turn 1 for the Merc, brake just beyond the 100-meter board, put the car in first to really get the car turned in properly, get into second and just control that wheel spin. I'm going to take as much exit curb as possible without a penalty. So here you want to get on the inside curb and avoid the grass as much as possible. Then find the apex and turn in smoothly. Key emphasis on smooth. You don't really want to be jerky and snappy with the car. You don't want to steer too much, just keep the car as straight as possible and avoid losing speed. As you can see, I stopped steering momentarily. Here's a heavy braking zone. You want to brake right at the 150-meter board with quick but steady downshifts, keep it straight. You want to carve your way through to the apex while braking in a sort of arc shape and avoid the curbs to keep as much speed through these sets of corners. This matters for consistency. Then right here, stay on the inside edge and attack the apex full throttle and just manage that slip angle. Brake right at the start of the inside curb and be very careful with the downshifts to keep the car stable. Gentle throttle modulation here coming out. Look to the inside and stay there. Point the car, then go on the throttle as hard as you can and lift right before the apex. You can take a bit of curb here as we're trying to get a good exit run. Tough corner, you want to take as much inside curb as possible and brake right at the tip of the 50 board while pointing the car towards the apex. Aim for that utmost apex point and from there, get on the throttle and manage speed through the rest of the sequence. Now this is my favourite sequence of apexes. Brake just in between the start of the 50 board and the left curb and sort of carve your way in the track in a smooth arc. Aim for the apexes as much as possible. Here just slightly lift at the second apex and get back down on the throttle immediately. From there you want to look to almost ricochet off the edge and find the left side right away. It's a bit tricky to explain this bit, but you want to get the car pointed as soon as possible while braking just after the 50 board. Get down on the power immediately and attack the apex. Now you're going to understeer a touch, but that's good. You want to basically ride that understeer through like we're carving into the track. Then from there, just full throttle. This is also a crucial bit. Take the edge of the track and attack the apex to keep the car as straight as possible to maintain lots of speed. Let the car do the work by itself in a way, but also do be mindful of track limits. Now here's an important braking zone, ideally braking in a diagonal line right at the 150 board, steady downshift, smash the 50 board for no reason whatsoever. Just after that initial apex, get on the throttle, turn under acceleration and just touch the brakes before the apex. After that, get on the power as soon as possible. Be extremely careful with track limits as well. Then by a stroke of luck, I take this corner far too well like my Audi time. By pure fluke, honestly, I wasn't really that locked in. Then pray to the heavens you escape without a penalty and off you go to the checkered flag. And with that is a 205.462. So I was considering going for another lap, but I messed up and I was like, nah, I'm done here. So that was a pretty decently solid lap at Spa in the Endurance Disciplines GT2 category. I hope you enjoyed this one. Do let me know what else you'd love to see. Thanks for watching and peace.